The nervous and endocrine system. The nervous system uses electrical impulses to gather, operate, and respond to information from the body's surroundings. The endocrine system uses chemical sign systems through hormones. The nervous and endocrine system work together to begin and control movement in order to coordinate the body's function in maintaining homeostasis. So here we have a graph showing how endocrine system and the nervous system work together to maintain homeostasis. They both interact with each other to let the body know about its external environment, such as changes in temperature, pressure, and contact with other bacteria and toxins. We also have the endocrine and exocrine glands. Endocrine glands produce and release hormones into the bloodstream. Exocrine glands are glands that discharge substances such as sweat onto an epithelial surface through ducts. Both endocrine and exocrine produce a product that will be secreted by the gland. The pancreas is an example of both an endocrine and exocrine organ because it lets go of enzymes during digestion through exocrine while also observing digestion through endocrine. So here you can see both types of glands. You can tell a major difference as the exocrine gland shows products being released, while the endocrine gland shows products being absorbed rather than released.
The next thing we are going to speak about is hormone regulation. The release of hormones is regulated by negative feedback. This is a type of regulation that decreases the deviation from an ideal value to maintain homeostasis. Another type of feedback is positive feedback, which is a regulation that continues to increase in order to produce the desired effect. Next, the relationship between the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland is that the hypothalamus links the nervous system and the endocrine system by the pituitary gland. The hypothalamus secretes hormones that stimulate or inhibit production of hormones in the interior pituitary, while the pituitary secretes hormones into the bloodstream. Moving on to the next slide that shows the locations of the glands in the endocrine system.
The next thing that we will be talking about is hyposecretion and hypersecretion. Hyposecretion is when the amount of hormones that are released are too low or non-existent for that certain type of hormone. Hypersecretion is when an excess of one or more hormone is released. An example of hyposecretion can be found in type 1 diabetes. The immune system attacks the pancreas and damages the hormone secreting cells that produce insulin. Pituitary dwarfism is another example of hyposecretion. The pituitary gland does not produce enough growth hormone, causing the individual to have a lower bone density and a smaller structure, as seen in the photo to the right. An example of hypersecretion is gigantism. A pituitary gland tumor forms and could cause the pituitary to secrete excess growth hormones, leading the individual to grow until their heart cannot pump enough blood through the body. In the picture to the left depicts Robert Wadlow, who died at the very young age of 22 at a height of 8 feet 11 inches. Effects of aging on the endocrine system. The endocrine system's functions begin to decrease and efficiency and hormone production also decreases with age. Hormone receptors also become less sensitive. Some hormones that reduce with age are estrogen in females, testosterone in men, growth hormones, and melatonin. the digestive system, and the endocrine system. The endocrine system controls the release of hormones and enzymes required for digestion of food in the digestive tract. The reproductive system and the endocrine system. Brain structures called the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland control the menstrual cycle. The hypothalamus triggers the pituitary gland to make hormones that trigger the ovaries to make estrogen and progesterone. These hormones make the lining of the uterus or womb thicker to prepare the body for pregnancy. And now for some review questions.